Shout out to Marlo Badass featuring Crash the Bandit. 3-6. You already know what time it is. We gonna community tab the whole video. And we also gonna drop the link below, man. Y'all shout out to Fredericksburg, Virginia. Y'all know what time it is. We gonna talk about Raekwon the chef, nigga. We in Staten Island with it. You already know what time it is. Shout out to my New York niggas. You already know what it is with me. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is one time that we got to do it for the chef, man, because it's like when we talk about Wu-Tang, we talking about, you know what I mean, one of the first rap groups that did it the way they did it. You know what I mean? Now, everything may have not panned out how it was supposed to be, but when we talk about Nas, we talk about him standing behind the chef right now because he dropping this new project, man. You know what I'm saying? And he dropping it on Mass Appeal. So this is what brings the whole video, bro, because it's like, they didn't pan out to what they supposed to be as far as putting out as many Wu albums as we would like. But when we talk about individual projects like Only Built for Cuban Links, Only Built for Cuban Links 2, you know what I mean? We talking about projects that can stand the test of time, bro. So with Raekwon partnering with Nas, that show you everything you need to see because he was up on Only Built for Cuban Links, the first one. You know what I mean? When we talk about verbal intercourse and we talk about all these songs and we talk about different tracks that Raekwon and Nas made, we talking about a brotherhood that been made since from back in the day anyway. We talking about people who getting it from the trenches and that's really doing it how they supposed to do. And it's like with Raekwon, the consistency that he been doing as far as shows and as far as feeding his fan base, and he got a big fan base. This is worldwide talk. We're not just talking about local rappers. We're not talking about none of that. We're talking about worldwide, nationwide fan bases when we talk about you putting that W in the air, that Wu-Tang signal. You know what I'm saying? Now, the chef been leading this thing. Method Man been leading this thing. Ghostface been leading this thing. You God been leading this thing. Capadonna, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Inspector Deck, nigga. You understand what I'm talking about? Master Killer. You understand? RZA, nah. You know what I'm saying? ODB. So you already know what it is with me, man. You know what I'm saying? We happy. You know what I'm saying? You already see what Nas posted up on his whole story, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then you see when you go up on there, you can pre-order the album and you can save it or whatever the case may be. You need to go ahead on and get it. You know what I'm saying? And Nas, you know, like I said, he's standing behind it. He dropping it on Mass Appeal. You know what I'm saying? He on Mass Appeal. So like I said, this gonna come together how it's supposed to come together. So this new album, The Emperor's Clothes, that Raekwon is dropping, you got to understand this. He actually is selling clothes behind this, man. So it's a whole scheme. Like, if you go to his page, you can hit the link, and y'all can see some of the garments and some of all of these other things that he's selling or whatever, because Raekwon was known back in the day to be one of the people to bring the fashion to the table. You know what I'm saying? For instance, when we seen Method Man and we seen Raekwon with the pull-out grills and all of that, they one of the first who did it for up north. You see what I'm saying? When we talk about the Wallabies, we talk about all of these things that they were rapping about. We talking about flatness, nigga. You understand what I'm talking about? Raekwon, one of them fly niggas. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you may as well go ahead on. We gonna lock in with the album. For those that didn't get it pre-ordered, I know I pre-ordered mine. I don't miss nothing Raekwon put out. I'm a real hip-hop head. It don't matter if it's the South, Midwest. It don't matter what it is. That's why I'm able to go and tell you what to listen to when you're doing wrong. For all my fans that know what I'm talking about. But with that being said, man, Raekwon, we want to shout out to you. Want to shout out to Nas, man, for letting you release this album up on Mass Appeal. You know what I mean? You ain't got nothing else to prove, man. Y'all just making money together at this point. Nas investing in casinos and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's big money talk now. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, we want to just salute the whole situation.